Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Keita Zaira Safa. I'm from BKSJ with my study number 233-242. Here I will read a text entitled Educational Challenges in Indonesia. One-third of Indonesia's population are children, around 85 million, the fourth largest of any country in the world. Education provides humankind with information, knowledge, skills, and ethics to know, understand, and respect our duties towards society, families, and nation, and helps us progress further. Education is a way of life where one can learn and share knowledge with others. Education is the great engine of personal development. It is through the education that the daughter of peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation, said former South African President Nelson Mandela. In education, like in most parts of the world, children must attend 12 years of compulsory education, which consists of primary or grades 1 to 6, junior secondary grades 7 to 9, senior secondary or grades 10 to 12, and higher education. Youth can choose between state-run, non-sectarian public schools supervised by the Ministry of National Education or Comdiknas, or private or semi-private religious or Islamic, Christian, Catholic, and Buddhist school managed and financed by the Ministry of Religious Affairs. Over 2 years into the COVID-19 pandemic, students and educators in Indonesia and around the world are still grappling with a massive learning crisis. A June 2022 report by UNICEF, UNESCO, the World Bank, and others uncovered an estimate 70% of 10 years old globally are unable to understand a simple written text, up from 57% before the pandemic. COVID-19 aftermath. Learning in Indonesia was already below curriculum expectation before the onset of COVID-19, with wide disparities by gender, region, disability, and other marginalization dimensions. Most students' tests were performing 2 grades level below their current grades. For example, grade 5 students on average were reading at the grade 3 level. According to conducted research and surveys in the field, one of the reasons was the absence of clear educational goals before the learning activities were carried out, which caused students and educators not to know what goals will be produced, so they don't have a clear pictures and in educational process. In some areas of the country, there is evidence of increase in the presence of early grade students who can read. The fast school closures and job loss due to COVID-19 have worsened this situation. Underperformance is more acute for the children in vulnerable situations, including children from low-income households, children with disabilities, and children living in underdeveloped parts of the country, which are most at risk of school exclusion. Even before the pandemic, child marriage was an issue in some poor areas. Evidence shows that the child marriage have surged during the pandemic as low-income families are working to reduce their economic burden. Child labor is no more likely to occur in the home or support the household livelihood. Example, farming and fishing, as lockdown measures restrict employment opportunities. Indonesian children with disabilities face considerable challenge. Research has shown that the disability of both children and parents is affecting their learning and likelihood of returning to school. Poor educational facilities and infrastructure. Poor school facilities and infrastructure quality are also part of Indonesian education challenge. 75% of Indonesian schools are in disaster risk area. The nearly 800,000 square mile country is exposed to large earthquakes, tsunamis, heat waves, volcanoes, landslides, and floods, and even access to the internet and discrepancy in teacher qualification and education quality appear as the biggest challenge in implementing distance learning, remote learning for young children, and the diversity of the country digital access level cause further inequalities for marginalized children. Low quality of teachers. One of the core causes of the poor qualities of education in Indonesia is the low quality of teachers due to the teacher recruitment process, which doesn't focus on selecting professional education personnel but instead of on meeting the demands of civil servants. Most teachers don't have adequate professionalism to carry out their duties as stated in Article 39 of Law Number 20 of 2003, namely planning lesson, implementing lesson, assessing learning outcome, mentoring, conducting training, conducting research, and performing community service. As part of the civil servant recruitment process, the teacher recruitment process generally doesn't pay attention to the work skills required of a professional teacher. In a recent survey, teachers in the educational system who took the Teacher Competency Test or UKG, which measures competency in learning and understanding the subject taught, did not even meet the minimum score. The survey also showed that the teachers who are educated below the standard set by the government are pretty high, namely 65.9% for junior high school, 61.5% for high school, and 14% for vocational school. The teaching profession requires complex work skill. Teachers must be able to teach effectively and have high commitment and motivation to educate their students. Meanwhile, teacher recruitment in the civil servant recruitment system generally prioritizes nationalism and general knowledge and not teaching competence. Prospective teachers with the highest score on the essential competencies election will participate in a written section that examines their learning management skills and knowledge of the subject they teach. There is no way knowing the competence of a professional teacher through a written general knowledge test. In general, the recruitment of teachers is in the civil servant process can select the best prospective teachers. The system prioritizes nationalism and general knowledge, not teaching. And in education, the calling or passion is essential to become an educator, since it is closely related to their love of the knowledge taught to the students and their enthusiasm to explore students' potential. Being a good teacher is challenging if it isn't your calling.